Good morning, thriving warriors and those who wish they were. Alexa, what is the date?
Today is Tuesday, June 7th.
And what is the time? I don't know if anyone can hear the hen outside. Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 6:16 a.m.
6:16 a.m. Great. And Alexa, what is the weather like?
In Toronto, there's an excessive heat watch in effect Thursday, June 9th, 10 a.m. to Sunday, June 12th, 8 p.m. The current weather is 70 degrees Fahrenheit with clear skies and sun. Throughout the day, you can expect more of the same, with a high of 100 degrees and a low of 70 degrees.
Okay, cool. No. Do not enter. No. Goodbye. Goodbye. Well, that hen that we have here, who I call Red, is now got me pretty well trained. So now it's coming to the door looking for food. That's how it works, people. That's how it works. If a hen can do it, you can do it. Okay, so today we're going to talk about EPW step 1. What do you want to do? But before that, simple review. So let's see. Yeah, yesterday met with people from up here that have the 20 acres of land that they would like to put something on. Had a good call with Boxable regarding the book. Regarding the possibility of a book, Welcome Home, a 50-page monthly book about Boxable. And I really don't want to shut the door because of the light. However, this animal out here, shoot fly. Okay, door shut. Persistence. Okay, regarding Boxable, that was good. Had a good meeting with our senior staff, Jeff, Greg, and Craig Hancock. Talking about what we're doing, making appointments with a psychiatrist for pain meds, et cetera. So some exciting things I think are going to be happening there. Seth Godin is talking about paying extra. We're at 3:30 into this, so let's get started with employment planning workshop, step 1. Because after all, this is career services. The purpose, an important part of your life of going from learning to earning and reducing yearning is the more you know, the more you can apply, the better you do at it, the better your life is going to be, the more successful you'll be. And our definition of success is what? Bo, Anna, Charlene, what's our definition of success? Jeannie, shout out to Jeannie and Carl for their generous donation of, I think, 6 pounds or 6 bags of Starbucks French roast coffee, which Jeannie has agreed that we can spread the wealth or spread the goodwill to our students who are going above and beyond the call of duty. So this is not ground, this is whole bean, but the good news is we have a grinder for you. So please keep your apartment clean, have everything in tip-top shape, act as if you lived in a place that you're proud of, or demonstrate that. All right, so our purpose here is to help you get from point A to point B to be successful. And success is what? What is our definition of success? Success is a function of money times meaning. And I think we're now modifying the equation to be not meaning and purpose, but meaning divided by purpose, the amount of purpose. So the idea is if you act such that everything matters, but you don't do service to others, you're more successful than zero, but it's not a high number. You have to have a lot of purpose, or it's money divided by 1 over P, or the cosmological constant over P. I don't know. Anyway, money comes first because life is really hard if you don't have money. Money, meaning, act such that everything you do matters, and purpose, service to others. The easiest way to do that is to spend time helping people with no expectation of return. Feel the oxytocin. Okay, 6:30 into it. Employment planning workshop. Step 1, what do you want to do? So the objective is to have a career that is stable, meaningful, and at a livable wage. Or at least at a livable wage. Let's say it that way. At least at a livable wage. Stable, meaningful, and at least at a livable wage. So what do we mean by stable? It's not going to go away. You don't have to worry about it disappearing. Being an artist, it might be very meaningful, but generally it's not stable during your lifetime. Working as a janitor at Walmart could be very stable, but it's not really meaningful. You don't take pride in that generally. Typically people would not take pride in that. You certainly could take pride in it. You should, but very few people grow up saying, when they're 7, they say, I want to grow up to be a janitor at Walmart. If you're living in a town in Mulahay, well, at least in 40 years ago, Mulahay, Mexico, Baja, dirt streets, wandering around, wild dogs and pigs, mud huts. If you live in Mulahay, you could say, God, if I could just be a janitor at Walmart, my life would be great. And that would be true. Because in that case, it's relative. But for our purposes, success is a function of money times the amount of meaning and purpose you have in your life. So if you have a lot of money, but you have no meaning or purpose, you're not successful. You're just somebody with a lot of money. You could be somebody with less money, but have a tremendous amount of meaning and purpose, say like Mother Teresa, and you'd be very successful. So that is the goal. So that's where you want to be. You want to be successful, and we, the people in our universe, need to have employment. So we want employment that's stable, meaningful, and at least at a livable wage. Okay, step 1. What do you want to do? You can do whatever you can reasonably do, but you have to choose it. You cannot expect it's going to come along and choose you. You have to decide what you want to do. And this is hard for a lot of people in many ways. 1, they never thought about it. 2, they grew up in an environment where they were conditioned to believe work sucks, work is bad, work is something you have to do. Versus successful people generally love what they do. They love it. It's not a job. They get paid to do what they love. That's what you want to find. That's what you want to think of. And this is very hard for a lot of people. What do I don't know what I want to do. I've never thought about it. Okay, well, think about it now. Here's some ways to help you. Think about the things you like and say to yourself, If I didn't have to worry about getting paid, what would I like to do what would I like to do? Cool. Now you might come up with a lot of ideas there. So to narrow that down, you could say, well, what do I like doing so much that if I had the money, I would pay to do it? A lot of people, this is a really very legitimate question. A lot of people immediately dismiss that. Nothing. What are you, crazy? I would do nothing. Well, that's not really, you should take a second look at that reasoning. People who are well educated, who become scientists and things like that, they love it so much they pay to become that. It's called tuition. It's called OJT. It's called sacrifice. It's what you do. It's not really a sacrifice. They love doing it. You've got guys that are car mechanics that have their own car they're working on in their garage. They're not doing it because they're paid for it. In fact, they pay to do it. Go watch the Tom Cruise movie Maverick, which I highly, highly, highly recommend you do. Spend the extra 50 cents or whatever and watch it in IMAX the first time. And you'll see, here's a guy the movie starts, he's working in a aircraft hangar that he has in the middle of the Mojave Desert, in the middle of BFE. And he seems to be very happy with his life. Okay, so what do you want to do now? The third thing, if you still can't figure something out, well, there's nothing I would pay to learn to do. There's nothing I would do. If money wasn't an object, I still wouldn't pay to do it. Okay, right. So the next thing to ask is, what hobbies do you have? What if you got paid to do your hobby? What? Huh? What? What's a hobby? It's something you love to do so much. You what? You pay to do it. Wow, golly gee, what a concept. Yeah, that's what a hobby is. So if your hobby is fly fishing, you might say, well, I'd love to be involved in fly fishing. Okay, well, good. Well, step 2 would be to find 3 to 5 companies that are involved in that. So who's involved in fly fishing? Well, people who make flies, people who make the products that make flies, people that sell flies, meaning stores, internet things, people who show people how to use the flies, people who work with people who were successful using the flies or not successful. There's a lot of people in that chain that you could go after if you love fly fishing. There are people who actually get paid to take other people fly fishing. Wow, what a concept. That's really exploited pretty well in the skiing industry. There are people who love skiing so much that they'll go work at a ski resort just so they can ski for free. Same thing with yoga, same thing with self-defense martial arts. People love it so much, they pay to do it. All right, so we are at 1343. Okay, Navy SEAL Maxim. Yesterday was the only easy day. Today, I'm going to push myself just a little bit more. And people, time goes by so quickly. You just have to have that much more each day. Not a big step. You don't have to decide you're going to go vegan, cold turkey. You can work your way into it. So we are at time. Apologies for going over once again. Respects to Seth Godin. Didn't get to talk about that, but his thing is in the notes below. And we will see you tomorrow. Also, don't hesitate to call me, text me, email me. I am here. We are here for you. So Jeff, Greg, Craig Hancock, students like Jeannie, students like Charlene, students like Anna, Bo, who, congratulations, I'm told is engaged. It takes 5 months to plan a wedding, though, in case you did not know that. So this 1-year engagement period, not really clear what that is. But congratulations, good system. I'm looking forward to meeting your betrothed. No, is that the right word? Maybe we can have coffee or breakfast or dinner sometime in the near future. Please reach out to me and let me know your thoughts. And anyone else, we're here to help you become successful. And so let me see if the hen is out there. And red. Okay, well, I haven't trained it, or it hasn't trained me to know its name. But I will say cut. What?